Hello everyone! I am so excited to be doing this first live stream ever. Be patient with me because I'm still figuring this out, but I know it's going to be really fun and really exciting. So today we'll kind of start with a earth healing meditation, and we'll also do some mini readings today. So I know there's just a lot of stuff going on in the world and we just kind of need more grounding. So I think today is a perfect day to do some meditation to get us in our bodies before we tap into those deeper readings and those healings so that we can get the answers and the clarity that we need. I don't know about you, but this eclipse is intense energy. So if anyone knows what's happening like on the planet in terms of the effects that the other planets are having on us, especially this eclipse, it is a time for really intense change. And you also kind of have to sit back and observe. There's a lot of energy of just feeling like the things that you worked on are coming back, and in ways that you felt like, oh, I already worked on this, why is this coming back? So this is kind of your time to heal it again, but also be an observer and realize that you are in a different place than you were before. You're not in that place where you were stuck in that situation, and now you have the tools to be able to work through that and come out of there with more neutrality, with more clarity, with more grace, with more ease, with more dignity. So it's a little bit of a digging up old wounds and looking through the old, kind of like the old garbage, but it's gonna really help support you in moving into the higher vibration that we're going to be sitting in, settling into as we continue to move through this big healing. After about November, that's when things are gonna shift, and come January 2024, things are really gonna shift majorly. So without further ado, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm Ishita. I'm a clairvoyant healer. I am someone who helps you tap into your abilities and your healing and your intuitive gifts. I think everyone has intuitive abilities, and I think that everyone can be psychic. Everyone is psychic, and we're meant to tap into those gifts, especially right now, because in the next 10 years, we're really gonna be, the earth that you see right now is not gonna be the way that it's been or that it's functioning as in those 10 years, because we're gonna be shifting into higher vibrations. We're gonna be shifting into not jobs, but our life purposes. We're not going to be in relationships or situationships. We're going to be with our soul partners. Things are really going to shift, and this is why you learning how to be psychic, you tapping into your gifts, you being able to really gift yourself the trust that you can trust your intuition is going to be life-changing. So that's what we're going to do today. And again, that's one of my favorite things to do to help you learn that you can tap into your intuition and be a powerful, amazing person and live the life that you've always deserved. So I grew up being able to see energy. I didn't know what I was seeing was kind of more than just my wild imagination. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. If you can relate to that, you can definitely put some comments in the chat box, because I know that all of us have probably had experiences where we felt energy, or we've had a gut feeling, or there's this inner voice was talking to us. Those are all moments of us tapping into our intuition. So as a kid, I was always wanting to go to special places of worship. I wanted to be able to go and do like special rituals. I wanted to read spiritual books. I wanted to meditate all day. And then it wasn't until later on in my life where things got really intense and I needed to learn how to control these gifts that were coming to me, because I was seeing things, I was feeling things, I was hearing things, but I didn't have anyone to talk to about these gifts. And so I learned how to train my gifts, and then the rest is kind of just history. I started helping people and supporting people in these ways with their intuition and with readings today. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and take a deep breath and make sure you have, if you can, your feet on the ground. We're gonna do our healing meditation for the earth. And specifically just, when we heal, everyone else gets the opportunity to heal. There's this amplified healing that we get to tap into. So go ahead and just find a space where you can put your feet flat on the ground. If you can't, just get comfy, and go ahead and just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Breathe, just let this moment be for you in the here and now. No problems to solve, no places to go, just you here now. Gifting time for yourself to come inward and do some healing. Take a deep breath in and out, and just notice that you're really sitting in that body. There you go. And just start to close your eyes if you haven't already. And in this meditation, we're just gonna go ahead and just visualize some things. So this is just play. There's no judgment here. Go ahead and just imagine that your attention goes right behind your eyes, this place right behind your eyes. This is the seat of your clairvoyance. This is the place where you can be neutral as a spirit. And when you are neutral as a spirit, you can see and accept and know what's coming right in front of you. Take a deep breath in and out. And just go ahead and imagine that there is this point of light. Looks like it's about this big. Well, if you have your eyes closed, you can't see. It's about like an inch tall, and it's a little tiny point of light. And that tiny point of light is a chakra. And that chakra is a file folder for information from this and any other lifetime. And this chakra in particular is the chakra right at the base of your tailbone. And that's your first chakra, and it has to do with survival energy from this and any other lifetime. So go ahead and just imagine that from this chakra, there's a connection into this big, massive tree trunk. And this tree trunk is as wide as your hips. And there is this light connection, a point of light from your first chakra into this tree trunk. And this tree trunk goes all the way down, past the floor, past the water table, past the dirt, past the pipes, and past the lava, into this energetic place called the center of the earth. And this is just a neutral place where energy is sent to be recycled and released so that you can come into more space of you. So what we're going to be just noticing right now is that this grounding cord, or this tree trunk that you've created, is actually having a downward flow of wind and water, and it's helping release anything that isn't yours, any energy that makes you stuck, confused, agitated, annoyed, any of that energy. It's going to be sent down this grounding cord from your energetic space all the way down to the center of the earth. And you get to be out of responsibility. You get to release anything that doesn't serve you, because when we come into more of ourselves, we get to have permission to be authentic. we get to have permission to be aligned in the actions that we need to take and the decisions that we need to make. And we know how to support the world around us. So it is so important that you come into more of you so that you can be more of you to help the world and to heal. So just notice anything that's coming up. If you're having thoughts running through your brain, this is not about quieting those thoughts. It's about acknowledging what they are, breathing, and just letting your grounding cord release. You might be noticing that you see pictures or hear words or feel emotions in your body. All of that is relevant right now. So just allow it to release from your space. There you go. Good job. And go ahead and just notice that, again, your attention is right behind your eyes, and because it is, you can see anything and everything around you in your energetic space. And we're gonna go ahead and just do this really interesting thing. I'm really excited about this. So we're gonna go ahead and just imagine that a part of us, it almost is like this, well, it's our astral body, this projection of ourselves, this spiritual part of ourselves that looks and exactly like our body, our physical body, is going to step up and out of where we are, our bodies. It's actually going to be stepping out of our bodies. And you're going to just take your attention, take that astral body and go right above or on top of the roof that you have right now. Just go on that roof. Just imagine that you're standing on the roof. And then go ahead and just imagine that this astral body can start to project, and it's going right above your city or your town that you're living in. And just see it. Say hello to it from an energetic space. When you say hello, it starts to break up energy, it starts to release energy, it starts to make energy real. There you go. And then go ahead and go right above the Earth's atmosphere in your astral body. And just say hello to the Earth. And from here, we're just going to imagine that our hands have a lot of healing energy in it. We actually have healing chakras in our hands. So each palm of your hand has a chakra where energy, healing energy specifically, can be released. So go ahead and just imagine that you're rubbing your hands together. And you are just putting your hands up towards the earth, and out of your hands, each palm releases healing energy. It releases this gold, and it's starting to go and flow vastly towards the earth. And we can start to move closer, bring our astral body closer to the Earth's atmosphere, and just notice that this healing energy is pouring out of you, and it doesn't take anything from you. It just feels good to help heal the Earth. It's not draining you, and the energy isn't of you. It's just neutral energy that's coming out. And just watch as you're holding your hands and watching the earth turn to the same gold that's in your hand chakras right now. And that's coming out of your hands to heal the earth. There you go. And just imagine that the earth is turning to a bright gold, getting the healing that it needs, the peace that it needs. And just imagine that there's a location, or you can pick a location in the earth that you would like to heal. It can be any place that you want. And just stand above that place and send gold through that, and watch the land on the earth turn to gold. There you go. And because you're helping heal, you're healing yourself as well. Healing works in a way where it goes back and forth. There you go. Okay. And you can gently see what might be changing vibrationally because you are sending this healing energy to the earth. And you can gently ask that the healing energy stop coming out of your hands. And just imagine that your astral body is coming right onto the top of that rooftop, coming onto the floor near you in your body. And you can just imagine that the astral body actually shoots up and drops right into your space, feet first, fitting just like a glove into your body. There you go. And noticing that it's grounded because you have that grounding cord on your physical body. There you go. And just breathe. And just know that the work that you've done has healed the earth, and that you can always do this again. And when you're ready, you can gently take a deep breath, open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in this meditation. I hope that it brought you some release and some healing and some peace as well. And now we get to do the fun part. So we get to do some readings. So today, readings are going to be a special price. You can use the link in the description here. You can either pay by PayPal or Venmo. This is one question, so I'll kind of tap in and I'll see what you need to, or you can ask your question, and make sure when you're paying on PayPal or Venmo that you put whatever your question might be in the description or the message section in PayPal or Venmo, and I'll make sure to answer that question fully. Remember, these are just general readings. We are going to look at it as much as we can look at it today, and Nina can help out if anyone needs any support with that. So each one question is $22.22, so $22.22. And if you want to book or go deeper rather, then you can also find the link in this description for my half hour and my 1 hour readings. Because again, we're gonna just look at your question, but it may not be everything that you might want to look at today. So when you're ready, go ahead, and I'm gonna check my Venmo, I'm gonna check my PayPal here to make sure that I am not missing anyone. And you can feel free to ask any questions in your chat about me or anything else that you'd like to know, or the process, or any comments about that meditation. And then we'll go from there. Amazing. And again, I know that a lot of people are feeling like there's like some really big stuff happening to them energetically. Like you might feel impatient, you might feel like really frustrated, you might feel really sad or in grief. And it is part of this eclipse energy that's making us see this big shadow. It's not time to manifest, it's not time to force things, it's just time to listen to your body. And if you're feeling like, maybe not, or you're feeling less motivated, or you're feeling like you just need to cry it out, just honor those feelings, because it's going to make you feel a little wonky, more wonky than usual. And I know if you have any placements in Libra, any placements in Aries, any placements in Capricorn or Cancer, you guys are really feeling it. And also fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, you guys are impacted by this as well. So, but in general, no one's safe. In a way that, and I mean that in a way that's like, we're not safe to not seeing. We're here to see deeply, to be shown everything that we need to be seeing right now. So if you have a question, if you need some clarity, you can pay in PayPal or Venmo 2222 for one question. And I'm just gonna be here helping to hold space, and I know we'll make sure you can get this this healing meditation as well. Cameron said Pisces. Is Pisces having a hard time? Yes. Well, truly, like all the signs are having a hard time. No one's safe, but yeah, I think those ones in particular are really having a hard time. But hello to you, Cameron. Hello to you, Lauren. Thanks for joining us today. Are you having any, are you a Pisces, Cameron? Or do you know Pisces people? Because I know for sure there's, those Pisces people are really in tune with the moon too. So are Cancers, but you know, water signs in general, really in tune with the emotions and what's going on with all of this eclipse stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome, I'm so glad I get to see everybody tuning in. Good to see you, good to see you. Again, we're doing, Cameron, you're a Pisces. Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, no wonder you're so intuitive. That makes a lot of sense. Great, I love that. So if anyone has any questions, welcome, welcome. Yes, thanks, Nina. Yes, if anyone has any questions, happy to answer those questions. If anyone has any, how are people feeling? I'd love to hear what you're noticing about this eclipse right now. What is going on for you? Feel free to type it in the chat here. Is anyone feeling particularly frustrated or irritated or like confused or unstable, ungrounded? That grounding exercise that we did in the meditation, feel free to do that all the time. We need it this week. Lauren said, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Ugh, I hear you. I hear you. I am on the roller coaster with you. I think everyone, like I said, no one feels safe right now because, well, it's not necessarily, again, I don't mean that in an intimidating or threatening way. I mean it like we have to see our stuff right now. Like we're forced to see our stuff right now. So yes, I'm glad that you are letting yourself feel it though, Lauren, because resisting is not pretty right now. If we resist anything that's happening in the eclipse, and I know you and I have talked, so I hear you. Resisting anything in this eclipse is just gonna make it harder to keep moving through. So it'll force us to look at it and then force us to look at it again and then force us to look at it again. Cameron, not too much. Okay, great. I love that you're feeling like you're just kind of flowing, which is good. Lauren says, it feels like I don't know what to think when it comes to many of my relationships, friendships, coworkers, love, etc. Okay, so this is a big theme that I'm noticing come up for a lot of people in general. So community and the people that you want to align to are like just completely different. They're going to be different come like March 2024 onwards. It's like you're going to have like different community. You're going to be like connecting with different people. It's almost like you're noticing, you're kind of like saying it how it is, and you're kind of standing up for yourself, and you're noticing who's not in alignment with you, and you're just like, no, not really. People are just not putting up with stuff anymore because of this eclipse. And so community and relationships are specifically really affected, and it's affected in a way to like for your best and highest good, but it's gonna be a lot of crumbly stuff and maybe not pretty, like some arguments, but also like just some people just being like, all right, I'm dropping ya, like that's it. Like, so it's a lot of unexpected things, but ultimately for the best and highest good. I love that you shared that, Lauren. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else in on here feeling like relationships are really shifting and changing for you? Because I know there's some of that I'm definitely feeling as well. Things like systems and ways that I'm approaching things, I just have to like shift as well too. That's how I feel. Anyone else feel that way too? Like in terms of like shifting routines, or how you take care of yourself, or how you even are mindful of yourself too. That's kind of a big theme that's coming up also that I've been noticing in readings as well. So the people who have been signing up for readings with me, that's something I've noticed. All right, well, we'll go for another couple minutes, and if anyone wants to share how their eclipse time has been, or has any questions, again, 2222 in Venmo or PayPal for a question, and then we'll wrap it up. But it's been lovely being with you all. Thank you. I know that, I think mid-November is kind of when we're getting out of the energies of the eclipse. So we'll be safer then. We'll be a little bit more grounded then. So until then, just take care of yourself for sure. All right. Well, I am sending all my love to you all. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for joining us on our first live stream. Hopefully there's another live stream that we can look into. Lauren said, any question, like, can I ask you to look at a contract? Yeah, we could, or obviously I'll look at it right now. But then we can talk about it a little bit deeper. But yeah, I can look at it for sure if you'd like. You said I'm typing so slow. No worries. Yeah, we can definitely do something like that for sure. It is, and Lauren, I know you and I have worked together too. So if you want to do like a deeper one, you can also, like talk to me and book with me too. Thanks, Lauren. Awesome. Okay. And you'll be first then. Awesome. Okay. And then all I need you to do is if you don't want to, like put it on the chat here, just go ahead and tell me like who you want to look at the soul contract with in either Venmo or PayPal. And then we'll go from there. Awesome. Okay, I saw it. And whenever I see your, I see it came through, but I'm wondering, let's see. Don't see, I'm looking through it. Let me look one more time. I don't see the message. So It's okay, no one here knows who that is. Okay, great. Okay, so then we'll just look at it. All right, so tell me who you want to look at the soul contract with. And just, I think, well, yeah, you can just type it in the chat. Okay, great, awesome. All right, great, awesome. Thank you. I will look at your soul contract. So, I mean, immediately the things that are activated, like in my body, are my second chakra and my third chakra, and a little bit, like it's the lower half of my fourth chakra. So, and I do feel like this was like, a part of this was like self-worth, a part of this was like an expansion of self-worth, self-growth, like in a way, a little bit of like accessing, I don't know why this is coming across, but it's like, I keep seeing like the word freedom. So it's like a way of like, this was a means or a catalyst to open you up further to more of your own freedom. When you were connected to this person and when you are not connected to this person. It's almost like that you guys are catalysts for each other to expand. I don't necessarily, like, I feel so like a deep friendship here. I feel like a deep friendship, but I don't necessarily feel like, oh my gosh, like true soulmate love, like partnership. I feel like really deep. I got like, you know, like I can think about this person years into the world or into my life when I'm old and gray, and I know they've got my back and I know that I can talk to them about anything, but it feels more like there was a step in my expansion. And let me see if there's anything else. Also, it's so interesting because I feel like because I'm seeing the contract be about power. Like it is like empowerment, expansion through that power, all of that. So it's this feeling of you got your power back from them, but also, and you're learning to currently get your power back from them, but also, well, get your power back from them because you're ready to expand further and get more power. And then this person, when you first came together, it was stepping into like a power, like getting more power than you knew you had before. Especially in a dynamic, like a duo dynamic sort of thing. It's like I felt like my worth went up a little bit. Like I felt like kind of like, yeah, more empowered, better about myself. So the soul contract in general, expansion and freedom and power. Problem is both of you are like looking for that because you guys, you know, create that for each other. And that like sometimes that might mean that there's power dynamics between you two. Like, so it's like, oh, I really want things this way. And, you know, I'd want to be like the leader in some ways. And then the other person wants the same thing. So it could lead to clashes sometimes because you both are really powerful individuals too and really value that freedom and expansion. So that's why it's kind of like in seasons and you can support each other, but it's not this like long-term be with each other forever, lovey-dovey, ooey-gooey kind of thing. I mean, it could have been if it was like, you know, in the beginning, but it feels more like the whole purpose around you two coming was that. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. And I love that you asked this question, so thank you for asking that. And I think you're gonna feel more empowered and you're gonna find more of you and more of a way to find power without feeling like you have to be in competition in any sort of romantic relationship too. So that's really exciting. I think that's changing for you. And especially relationships and community and all of that. So that's really exciting. Kind of like what we were talking about in the beginning. So yeah, so you said you feel a shift from him. So you said, yeah, it makes sense. I feel a shift from him, so I don't know if we were healing that bond, but it sounds like it is. Yeah, I think you're always gonna be a part of each other's lives. Like you're gonna always be each other's like support system. And I think, it feels like both of you in some ways are shifting in general, because the earth is shifting. Like we're all collectively shifting. However, it doesn't feel like that's something you have to go back to. Yeah, it does feel like, it feels like the bond is shifting and you guys are seeing each other differently because you both are doing your own individual healing. So you both literally look energetically different to each other. So every time, so because you can always reach out and like you can shift and shift and shift and like come together, like in a conversation or talk about that experience or whatever it might be, just be in conversation with each other. There's space for you to like feel like it's new or like something shifted or something like that, because you guys are actually doing that work for yourselves apart as individuals. So, I think that's great. And I think this is just validating. I know you and I have talked, but this is, I think, validating your journey that you have been on, in your own, like you are creating your own journey. Like this is validating you creating your own journey. So yes. Thanks for asking that question, Lauren. Amazing. Awesome. Yay. Of course. Thank you for asking. It was great. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take one more question. If anyone wants to ask a question, I'm checking PayPal, I'm checking Venmo really quickly. And if not, we will call it a night. Thanks everyone for being here. It was so great to have you. And remember that these are like, if you want to look at a soul contract, if you want to go deeper, you can always look at or book a session with me. But then also this reading that came up, that in some way you all needed to hear that. You all were shifting in relationship dynamics in some ways. So soul contracts are ending and shifting, especially during this eclipse. But a lot of people are finding that relationships are shifting. And so you might just be noticing that this is about you. So just a reminder that when one person heals, everyone heals, whether it's in a reading space like this, collectively or not. Yay. So glad to have you. Hopefully we'll have another live stream soon, because I know people are in support and I know this eclipse is weird. So we will do more of it so that you can get that support. Sending you all so much love. So good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night.